One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bears offense will get the first crack at it here. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake. Right?
Turning it on! That's the 50. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri State! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the FIU Panthers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Makes the catch. It's Demps. At the 35, he's loose. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, they're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. FIU pushing tempo.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Power football with the run. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the air, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab, it's Stone. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. FIU pushing tempo.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
Looking to throw again. That's reeled in. It's Dents. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it Stemps. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run to the right. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, FIU.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Got his man. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Escapes trouble. Quarterback on the move, still looking. First down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. FIU pushing tempo.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Dents. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Release to the back. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got his man all by himself. Flying down the left side. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Missouri State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw at St. Clair. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will give them the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in, it's Depps. At the 45 on his way. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Dempsey. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Oh, a lot of space. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida International. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Bear offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Pulls it in, it's Dempsey. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Caught over the middle, it's Stone. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nice Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Absolutely perfect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half.
The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half,
cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Backed up in their own end. Just find some breathing room. Snagged in the middle. It's Stone. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. FIU will line up the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
and it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feel.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
FIU pushing tempo.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Hauls it in. Jukes his way for more. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He wants to change this route. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Johnson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
Breaks into the open. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To throw, it's St. Clair. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. FIU will line up the punt.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? The Panthers are in the hurry-up.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, FIU. And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Bear offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And the Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's Johnson. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. To the air on first down. Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Makes the grab on the left. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So here comes the Missouri State offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
There we go. There's step 1. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, or we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got an open man. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of